Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Confident Kayleigh here. Today I have a special guest who is very near and dear to my heart, and it's my mom. And we're going to be doing a Q&A with some serious questions and some I actually don't know about. So this will be very interesting to see what her response is. So here we go. First question is, what were you like in high school?
I would say I was probably kind of a normal kid, good grades, was involved in some school activities, that sort of thing.
What were you involved in?
Well, I was involved in, back in the day, and they had like the marching bands and whatnot, and so I used to do the flag corps. Also was like a teen counselor for several years.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So we would go as like juniors and seniors in high school. We would go to the middle schools that were nearby and just spend about an hour or so. I think it was like maybe every other week with them and trying to kind of like be mentors to the younger
sweet.
kids. So yeah, so I did that. That was kind of my main thing that I did while I was there. Mm-hmm.
Good answer. I didn't even know half of that stuff about you. See, this is why you ask parents questions when you have the time. All right, growing up, who inspired you the most and why?
I would say that it's probably my father, and I would say that because he was such a hardworking man. He provided for his family, worked. I'm not even sure exactly what age he started, but I'm thinking it was somewhere around 10 years old he actually started working. And so he always showed us the value of hard work, and like I said, always provided for us as best he could. And he was just overall a very lovely person, and was always involved with us as we grew up. And yeah.
Best trip of your life, and I already know this one, but go ahead.
It was the Europe trip. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that was really awesome.
Tell them where
we
went.
Great. We went to first stop was Ireland, Dublin, and then from Dublin we did do some little jaunts out into the what was that, the Cliffs of Moher, and got to see like the countryside, which was very beautiful. Very green and just fabulous.
I still see that in my dreams. And then we went to your favorite place,
yes,
Scotland.
We went to Scotland, which is cool. Has a lot of, like, all the old castles and the architecture and the whiskey. And then after that, we went down to England, down to the London area for a bit, and then did some day trips from there on the train, which was quite entertaining, as you might remember.
Yeah, that was a good time. I enjoyed that trip.
But it was a good trip overall.
That was my favorite trip too. Next question: what do you miss the most about the old days?
All right, maybe
I'll be showing my age.
But Mom, you look great for your age.
But honestly, I think really it was more about the times were much simpler, and it's hard to say exactly what that means, but I'll try. It was just, I mean, as we now know, we all have all this technology, our cell phones and computers and the whole thing, and you know, kids growing up today, I mean, they grow up with it, they have it, but back in the day, we didn't have any of that. I mean, we had rotary dial telephones. I mean, so I think as we grew up, it was more, you went outside and played, and you weren't inside, you weren't on the video games, and I'm not bashing that for today, but it was just a different time. Like I said, a more simpler time. You grew up, you didn't have all the pressures and the stresses I think that younger children and even growing up into your 20s have nowadays. So
you're so smart.
I'm really not.
Yes, you are. All right, let's see. Here's the next question. What were you doing when you were my age? And by the way, I'm 25, so.
I was married at that point in time. I worked full-time job.
What were you doing at 25?
In healthcare. I was doing like medical billing and coding. I was doing at that
Mhm.
point. So I
How long were you married at that time?
At the time I was 25, maybe a year
Oh wow.
or so
Okay.
at that point. So yeah.
All right. Well, next question. What do you wish you made more time for in your life?
I mean, I guess everybody always says kind of cliche, like, made more time for yourself, honestly, because when you're, you married and you have children and you work, and so all of these other things have to be taken care of first before you actually take care of yourself, and it's hard to find the time to do that in your life. I mean, I'm doing that more now, which is great, and it's very fulfilling to do that. So I guess I would say too, like, for all the people out there who, do have families or children or significant others working, whatever, you really should try to make at least a little bit of time every week for yourself. It's better mentally and
absolutely.
even physically reviving for yourself.
I would second that for sure. Next question. What advice would you give your 25-year-old self? If you could go back to that time.
It's always great, like as the saying goes, 20/20 vision. You do things that back when you're that age that you don't really think ahead at what are the repercussions of your decisions, how to manage your life at that time. So I guess if I was going back, I would not necessarily do everything different, but I would definitely change or do things a little differently as far as one thing. We just spoke of it, making time for yourself. I tried to be involved as much as I could in bringing you all up, my kids. So
yes, you were a great mom to us.
Thank you.
I'm sure my brothers would agree. Let's see. Next question. What was your biggest fear about raising kids?
I mean, every parent, wants to raise their kids properly, meaning teach them right from wrong. You don't want them to become 16, 17, 18 years old, go down the wrong path of life. You want them to be able to be productive and happy in their lives as well, and be the best that they can be. So you want to support that. And so it's very difficult being a parent. It's very fulfilling and it's awesome at the same time, but you do worry. I mean, even at your age, I still worry about you and your brothers, and if you go somewhere, make sure you're safe, that sort of thing. So that never goes away, even when your children are adults.
Gotcha. Nice. Sorry, there was a bug just flying around. What was this is live? This is live, everyone, so you never know what's going to happen. 2 more questions. What was the moment I frustrated you most growing up? And I didn't know this, so this is interesting.
I mean, here we go again. I don't know if it's a frustration per se, but more so when you were younger. Like just to give you a little, we are like super close right now. We're like best friends.
I tell her everything, and she tells me everything.
Back when she was younger, maybe I would say 7 to 10, 11, somewhere in that range, we actually butt heads at that point, and she says she doesn't.
I really don't remember that.
But we did have, and to be honest and frank, I don't even know exactly why that was the case. I don't know if it was just like 2 females. I really don't know, but she would just have the kind of like attitude of, I would say something and the eye roll and the and turn around and walk away kind of thing. But nothing
I
like
don't remember
nothing,
that at all.
No, it was like nothing really serious. It was just a little time.
Pristine attitude.
Yeah, it was just a little time frame that occurred. So.
And then the last question.
Okay.
What do you want or wish most for your kids?
Well, as any parent would, I want what my children to be happy, growing in their own lives, whether that be in their job, in their significant others, and having their own children, or whatever is going to make them happy. I want them to be happy and succeed, and that's probably
Good answer.
good, right?
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Have a great day, and feel free to like and subscribe. Also, comment below other videos you would like to see. And again, thank you, Mom, for being on my channel.
You're very welcome.
I know she's not super
I'm not
great
into
about
this.
talking to the camera. So this is like
Really
way
not.
out of her comfort zone, but I appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you. For
Love you so
having me.
much.
Love you
And
too.
thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay.